No cup holders in this.
Yeah, you can put it right here. That works.
Anyway, welcome to a Piper. I don't know, what is this?
This is a Piper Warrior, a Piper PA-28 161.
All right. See, I'm just doing this before we do the research.
It's a plane. It goes in the air and it lands.
If this was a car, what would it be?
Uncle Unfiltered Cigarettes Chevy Impala from 1976. It was given its airworthiness certificate. The last one was in 1981.
Do you think this plane's older than that?
It could be from 81. I mean, it does look newer, for one thing. Might be the nicest one in the fleet.
Looks like it has like its seats are all right.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I like this one.
My dad used to fly in Kutztown. They had some planes that had some nasty seats. They were all brown and burgundy. And
ain't it fun?
They had like sheepskin covers, but the sheepskin covers were put on in like 1977.
Yeah.
Never changed. They're just nicely marinated from all the burrito farts that everybody just crams into them.
Pre-flight inspection complete, passengers. You are on board. Passenger briefing is complete. Seatbelts, seats adjusted and locked. Yeah, I'll put my shoulder harness on too. Why not? Fuel selector desired tank. We have it on the right tank. Avionics radios are off. And carb heat is full off. It's missing a thing there.
I'm going to cut most of this because, like when people watch YouTube videos of planes, I am skipping through pre-flight every single time.
Right.
Exactly. Great. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. Slow clap.
All right, for real deal. Battery master is on. Keys
do we have to
ignition.
do that yell thing where you say clear prop?
We do. You want to do it? Mixture full rich.
Well, this window doesn't come down.
Oh, yeah, I guess it doesn't. Oh, man.
It means you got to do it through, the speaking hole.
Prop area clear. Clear prop.
This is the first time I've been in a light aircraft and not gotten nauseous. 3 things were different. 1, it was winter. 2, I took Dramamine. And 3, I wasn't trying to fly well. Winter meant that I wasn't sweating in here. It also meant the air was still outside. Number 2, Dramamine kicks ass. And number 3, I wasn't trying to act like I knew how to fly. I don't. I don't know how to take off, or taxi for that matter, or land. Or use that romantic, inaudible pilot language on the radio. Tony just said, "You have the airplane." And I grasped the yoke and had fun. Tony's guidance and teaching was comforting and simplistic. Instead of saying, pitch up 10 degrees and roll starboard to follow a heading of 3 degrees, maintain an altitude of 1,900, Tony just said, just fly over there. And I flew the plane over there, without knowledge of how the ailerons, elevators, or rudder worked. I treated the Piper Warrior like a car, and steered it over there. And wouldn't you know, it was just like a car. The Warrior also had a 2000s-era Garmin navigation little pod installed. "Follow the green line," said Tony. And I did. Oh, sure, I drifted off course, but I steered back. Tony didn't mind. This wasn't for a grade. I wasn't here to compensate for breaking my family's military aeronautical tradition. I was just in a tiny plane with my friend flying around the Jersey Shore. I never flew a plane over a body of water before, and here we were above the Atlantic Ocean on a cloudy day, watching the sea and sky melt together into a gray haze. No horizon at all. "That looks eerie," I said to Tony over the headsets. "Yeah, that's what kills Kennedys," he replied dryly. We circled back to the beach. We can fly north for a little bit along the beach, but Not too far because New York City is up there, and that's controlled airspace, said Tony. I looked at the Garmin, and a big yellow line scrolled into view, and it must have been the beginning of New York City's airspace. Tony took control of the airplane and pointed us back to the airport. How can all of our magnificence, our boundless awareness, the vibrating expanse that is us, come to a stop on that little strip of Wrigley's spearmint gum down there? Tony explained to me how the red and white landing system worked, the two lights, both on the left-hand side of the runway, make one white and the other red. I was only partly paying attention because the ground was coming up fast, like a tank top wearing, boozed up MMA whore who has yet to address his childhood trauma. But Tony's face was calm, so I became calm too. The Piper Warrior floated a bit and then rolled onto the ground. Rolled onto the ground, not bounced or whacked like an airliner. Rolled back to Earth, like a bus to a rest stop. And that was that. Thanks, Tony. Follow him on Instagram at Tony Airlines.